Okay. Let's see if anybody will join us this time. Anybody there? Anybody there? I see one people, two people. Testing the lag right now. See how laggy this thing is. Testing the lag right now. See how laggy this thing is. Testing the lag right now. See how laggy this thing is. Testing the lag right now. See how laggy this thing is. Testing the lag right now. See how laggy this thing is. Testing the lag right now. See how laggy this thing is. Testing the lag right now. See how laggy this thing is. I got one person. Who's there? Who you is? We got two. Who are you guys? Who's there? Well, I tried before on the live stream with the computer. It didn't really work. Trying to use the phone now. One, two, one, two, one, two. Who's there? Who's not? Live and all, yep. How's it going, man? Was originally going to try to do like the live stream of actually hitting 20,000, but that didn't seem like it worked very well. Stumbled on a live feed. Yeah. There was like a bunch of people in it before, but it got all messed up, so I think I scared them away because it's probably going to be, they think it's going to be crap again, so I'm using my phone now. I was trying to use the computer and never live streamed from the computer before, so tried to do that and moved to the basement, and then everybody's like, well, fuck this guy, he's an idiot, so they all just got scared, ran away. But we're at 20,000. Yay! All two of you guys that are watching. So I might hang out for a little bit, a couple more minutes, and see if anybody else shows up. I'm just going to assume that it's so early in the day that all you mofos are still at your jobs being responsible and shizzle. Build it. They will come. Maybe. Maybe that means I'll just sit here forever. Be like, be my friend, people. We got 4. We got 4. Who you is? What move is that? What do you mean? What movie? I don't know what you're talking about. the quote. Yeah, it's right here. I got a couple. I even brought spares. I got some spares. I don't know what quote. What do you guys want to talk about? All 8 of you. There's like 8 of you here. What do you guys want to talk about? Is this creepy when I do this? Whoa. So if you guys are just joining, I tried to do the thing that Cletus just did with the whole subscriber count on the side and then showing the, you know, the landmark, whatever. Try to celebrate a little bit. Just wanted to kind of hang out with you guys. But I know you guys are all responsible and shit. Have jobs. You're like doing diapers and shit. Thanks, man. It's been a long time. Been doing this for like 10 years now, so I don't know. I think sometimes people think that I do YouTube just because I want to like make a whole bunch of money or do whatever, but I've been doing this for a long time, even though it's pretty frustrating sometimes, and it can be with how much goes into it. So I don't think people understand that a lot. If you're not actually making videos or doing videos, I don't think you really understand how much time and effort and energy goes into actually making videos, especially making it sustainable and doing it regularly. So you always got to have content, always got to be doing something. That's why I don't really care if I break stuff all the time, because it's always content. It's always something. It's something to give you guys, and it's something to keep me busy. Yeah. Yeah, and I was doing YouTube like way back before people even made money on YouTube. Like it wasn't even it was just like, hey, I want to do stuff and make videos and share it with people, because I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm passionate about learning and really like sharing what I know with people, even though I don't know a whole lot. I know there's always people out there who know more than I do, and there's always people that know less than I do. So I try to learn what I can from the people that know more than me and share it with the people who know less than me. So do another audio build. How long have you been around, man? Bricks Pub, I want to know. Bricks Bump, I want to know. How long? Because if you're asking me to do an audio build, I know you've been around for a hell of a long time. Or you're just new and you know that I did audio stuff. How do you know all the things to fix your truck? I want to do a swap for my Ranger, but I barely know about engines. So, oh, Alex, hey, what's going on? That's why you're mad. How do I know the things about the truck? So, the way that I learned about engines and about the truck was, honestly, bad decisions and breaking stuff and just trying to figure out how to fix it, because I don't want to pay people to do stuff for me. That's honestly how I learned. So some of you guys probably heard me tell this story a lot, but how I got into engines, because you said you barely know about engines. Specifically, when I had my CRX, I bought a CRX a while ago that was supposed to be just a stereo build, and the engine ended up being messed up. The guy ended up melting a hole in the piston, and I bought it like that, and I had no idea what was going on. When I bought the car, the thing didn't even run, so I learned a lot about the wiring, which I was comfortable with electrical stuff from doing audio builds and stereo stuff, and learned how to get the engine running and get the thing running, and then I found it had a hole in the piston, so then I had to basically rebuild the whole engine. And then after that, I realized, holy shit, I kind of like this stuff. So it was really kind of on accident and just dive into it. I was scared of it at first, dive into it, and then you just kind of learn stuff and figure it out. All right. Thanks, Tony. Alex, are you there? Are you still there, Alex? Alex. Tell them about your shop. What's your business name? Tell them what you do. So Alex, if he's going to chime in, he's one of the local kind of big stereo guys around here, 920 CNC. So recently, within the last couple of years it was, right? Bought a kind of up-and-coming stereo guy, learned a lot, and cuts and builds speaker boxes with the CNC. So bought a CNC machine, learned how to use the CNC machine, and is now using the CNC to do custom stereo and audio stuff around here locally. So pretty cool stuff. 2 years now. So there you guys go. Another motivated guy there wants to just learn stuff and totally dive into it. You had to totally learn how to program and do all of this stuff with your CNC machine. It was like this. Like, tell me if I'm wrong, but hey, I think I'm going to buy a CNC machine, but I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, I bought it. Now I'm going to figure it out and learn it and make it work. We're not getting snow already. Not yet. It's pretty close. I don't know if you can see my breath. I'm inside my garage and I got the heat from the house coming out here. But it's getting cold. Yeah, Brian, there's a lot of stuff out there about the V8 Explorer. I'm guessing you're talking about the 5-liter Explorer swap into the Ranger. There's a lot of stuff out there. So if you're willing to do it, I mean, there's a lot of information out there, especially for those swaps, because it's a Ford into a Ford, so it's been done a lot, and there's kind of cookie cutter almost. You can figure it out and get it done pretty easy. Still 55. That's pretty nice. It's not bad. I'm not a big fan of winter. I don't know if you guys know that. I don't like winter. I don't like snow. Not a big snow fan. But what I did find about snow in winter is if you find something to do in winter that involves snow, it's not so bad. So I just really do not like the cold, and I don't like that stuff, that white stuff. But then when I started learning how to snowboard, I was like, hey, this is kind of nice. Then I realized, like, hey, I just need to find something to do in the snow. So this year, I like cars, I like driving, I like racing, so we're going to do ice racing this year so I can find a way to use this shit that I hate that doesn't go away forever. In college and broke right now, so just learning. But honestly, I feel like that's the best way to learn when you don't have a whole lot of money, because you feel like you're always going to try to find the most efficient way to do it. It's maybe not the cheapest, but you're going to take that extra time because you have the time to find out how to do it the most efficiently, or just kind of hack it together. But it's a good opportunity to learn because you can figure stuff out. So you're going to put a little bit more time and energy into figuring out how to do it the way you want it, so you're happier about it. And the corrosion up there is horrible. Yeah, I get a lot of comments about that, especially with the truck. A lot of times from people south that don't really see a lot of the corrosion and the rust and everything. But if you guys have seen a video of the Ranger underneath it, which I'm sure a lot of you have, there's a lot of rust. I wouldn't really consider it rotted yet, but there's a lot of rust on it. I wouldn't really say it's causing anything that's like a structural damage or structural issue to the frame at this point, but it's definitely possible, and it just fucking eats away at everything. Come watch Gary ice race. Gary does the autocross, right? He does the autocross with the 370Z. So I might have to actually get involved with him doing that with the 350Z, because I was planning on doing ice drag racing with the truck, but ice autocross would be pretty freaking cool. So let me know if you guys want to see that. That'd be pretty fun. I didn't even, honestly, Alex, I didn't even think about that until you just said that. Gary does do that. Yeah. So I might do that. I'm going to have to hit him up. So if you guys don't know, Gary, the one that I'm talking about, is the guy that bought my old Nissan, my Nissan hardbody that I had with the stereo in it. And I did the V8 swap in that thing. He bought that truck, and he also has a 370Z and owns a shop called Legend Auto, and he does ice autocross. So fucking A, I might actually do that. That sounds pretty cool. Toronto has no snow yet. Yeah, we haven't got any around here yet. I mean, well, we did get one day. We got like one day, but then about 45 minutes later, the sun was out. So, gotta love that. Canadian land, Alberta. I thought I was like the only person in the world that called it Canadian land. So that's pretty cool, Jonathan, that you call it Canadian land. Hi, Blake. Everyone say hi to Blake, Christian Blake. Sorry I called you Blake. I was just thinking Blake. Maybe I'm just going to call you Blake from now on. Hi, Christian Blake. Christian's the one that was doing all the recording for me at the track. If you guys want to tickle his hairs, the special hairs. When does the snow go away up here? I think it depends on the year sometimes. Sometimes it could go like all the way out until April. That's why I was joking around with people. Like, it seems like the year just flies until, okay, now all of a sudden it's like almost Thanksgiving. And then I always joke around saying that now winter's going to last 9 months, because sometimes it just feels like it drags. Like the rest of the year is gone, and then it's like, oh, okay, now it's going to be winter for another year and a half. A lot of people getting sick. The second set of tires on the car. Yeah, I'm kind of jealous a little bit of the whole being able to drive all year thing. So that's kind of why I want to convert the truck over and do four-wheel drive, because then I can just drive it all the time. Thanks, Johnny. Johnny 60. What have you been up to, by the way? You doing okay? You get that Ranger done yet? I haven't seen any updates. Yeah, Texas. I can imagine. Summers in Texas are pretty bad. I spent a little bit of time in Texas. I haven't really thought about changing heads or doing anything really like that. I think you'll get there. DIY Garage TX. I think you'll get there pretty soon. You got a lot of really good stuff coming out. Arizona. Christian, are you still there? Christian Blake, are you still there? I agree with you. I think we should. I want to learn a little bit about your style. I think Christian left us. I was going to ask how the PVC Civic was doing. Christian Blake, the one that was commenting before, he's one, if you're watching Hunter Tunes channel, he's got the PVC Civic. He's running like 8 or 10 pounds of boost, and it's all PVC pipe for intercooler piping on a Honda. It's kind of funny. So what do you guys do? All you guys that are there, what do you guys do for? How do you make your money to do your projects? We talked a lot about where we're from. We got Texas, we got Canadian land, we got Arizona, credit cards, patch life. Congrats. Hi David, how's it going? Where's the thumbs up? I need the thumbs up. There it is. There it is. Just say that to David, because David does that thumbs up on almost every single video. Every single video. It's awesome. You make trash? Corrugated boxes? Probably use some of your boxes. I like trash. I like trash. All right. So let's make this thing. All right. Let's make this thing interesting. What do you guys want to talk about? Or do you just like small talk, shooting the shit? I mean, we can do this too. Just wanted to get boring for you guys. Every other one of my videos, it's boring and you guys hate them. I'm using my phone and it might die, so at least we got some bonding time in. Hit the like button. Is the Ranger a good daily? In its current state or normally? So I would say in its current state, no, not right now because it has a cracked piston. But honestly, I've been driving it with that cracked piston for a few weeks now. And I was using it because I'm working on my basement project. So I was using it to haul stuff and like emptied out my basement and driving it back and forth to the storage unit with the cracked piston. And honestly, I don't even think I would have noticed that the piston was cracked if I wasn't leaking oil. So the piston cracked and it started to leak oil when I would get into boost. And that was the only reason I started looking at anything because I noticed the oil drip when I was pumping gas one day. I was standing there and it dripped oil. I really couldn't even tell. So I pulled the PCV line off and then I saw smoke coming out of the valve cover because it felt really strong. I mean, it still feels really good. I can barely tell anything's wrong with it, but it just has low compression in number 5. So that's why I'm going to put the four-wheel drive back in, and I would like to daily it and drive it during winter and actually get it to the point where I can like drive it in daylight, day, night, summer, every day. No, I didn't try disconnecting the alternator. I think the caveat to that is you're going to be losing voltage also. So you're going to be losing spark voltage, you're going to be losing fuel pump voltage, so you're going to be losing a lot of the other things that the electricity needs to generate the power. Unless you were to switch to like a 16 volt or a higher voltage system, you probably wouldn't see much of a gain because it only takes like 3 or 4 horsepower or something to turn an alternator, so you probably wouldn't really gain that much. You'd probably lose a lot. Yeah, and EFI probably has a lot to do with that because like if you're running a carbureted setup, you're really only using like power to run your alternator and like to get your spark. So you would probably end up losing a lot with fuel injection. What is my favorite GM transmission for racing? I would say the 4L80 because that's what I'm using, and that's what I'm familiar with. But I know there's a lot of people that have good luck with the TH400, and I've honestly thought about switching to a TH400. But I kind of like the overdrive because I do plan on dailying it, and I do like to drive the truck around, and the overdrive is kind of nice with the 80E. Is it worth changing out stock coil packs for MSD? I haven't done that, so I can't really say a whole lot on that, but I think the stock coil packs do fine. I know, like, even some of the like 1J, 2J guys end up using LS coil packs in their 1J, 2J swaps. So I don't think they're really bad. Connection wasn't good in the dungeon. No, it wasn't. I mean, I was using the computer. That's probably what it was, because the computer probably just didn't have very good connection. I'm on my phone right now, so. Yeah, that's basically exactly it. DIY Garage TX. So I don't think a lot of people know that. Like the TH400 and the 4L80 use a lot of the same parts. So the 4L80 is essentially a TH400 with an overdrive. It's just electronically shifted. So yeah, hopefully that makes a lot of sense. That makes sense. So honestly, when I bought my rebuild kit, for example, some of the parts are actually marked TH400. Like they're interchangeable parts, and a lot of the drums and everything are the same. The 4L80 is electronic shifted and has an overdrive, so they're really very, very similar. The 4L80 is like the later upgraded model of the TH400, so. Yeah, learn something new every day, and I was kind of surprised when I started messing around with it and like researching about it. So I mean, I like the electronic shift. I don't know. Some people like the kind of more mechanical stuff, and you don't have to worry about electronics and the computer and all that junk. But especially with having the overdrive, I like having the overdrive. I wouldn't want to drive around in third gear all the time on the highway. Especially with how bad my truck was with the 4-inch exhaust on it. It was droning so bad, I would like get a headache. Just driving it around, trying to tune it and do stuff for like an hour, I get a headache so bad, I was like, I didn't even want to do it. Ever try using MegaSquirt? No, but I would like to switch to MegaSquirt one of these days just to play with it. I think it's really cool. There's a lot of other features in it that I think I would like to play with for racing, especially with like the gold box. There's a lot of cool things you can do, and a lot of extra inputs and all that funky stuff. So there's a lot of like engine protection stuff that you can do with boost, and like the HP tuners doesn't really have a boost cut or anything like that. That's kind of like a safety built in. So with the MegaSquirt and that software, you can do a lot more things that you could actually put in as protection measures to kind of save your engine. Yeah, I'm not against it at all. I'm really interested in it. And Hunter Tuned, he just bought it, and he lives like 30 minutes from me. So I'm probably going to go over there and hang out with him and just have him show it to me. He doesn't know that yet. I haven't talked to him yet, but I might bug him just to kind of check it out, because what I do know about it's pretty cool, especially with all the extra inputs and stuff that you can do with like traction control, and it seems like it's really freaking cool. But it kind of depends, I guess, what you want to do. If it's more of like a race setup, I would probably go with something like that, but more of a daily setup, I would just keep the HP tuners. So I think what I'm going to do, tell me if you guys think this is a good idea, because you guys are awesome and you're on the live stream, all 19 of you with 4 likes. I think what I want to do for 20,000, I've been thinking about this for a while. I think what I want to do for 20,000 is 20,000 subscribers is do like an ECU giveaway. So I want to do probably like a PO1 and then delete the VATs and do a couple things and then do a ECU giveaway. So what do you guys think about that? I have an extra one, so I'm probably just do that. Well, I'm like way behind on comments. I must be talking too much. Do I think it's worse to run lean or rich? I think you'll probably run into issues running lean first, faster than you would running rich. You can have some issues doing that too. So I would usually try to run it fat and not lean. Because I've had issues, I guess from my personal experience, I've had issues where like it was really rich and it's like coughing fuel, and it's like a 9-something air fuel, and haven't really damaged or broke anything doing that, but I've seen, you know, definitely lean running issues and like broke piston, or I come home from the track and I know it was a little bit lean and I see like little aluminum speckles all over the top of the pistons. I have a video of that one actually, so I definitely think it's probably worse to run lean. All right. So you guys think the giveaway is cool. Stock axles in the Ranger. Yes, I have. It's a completely stock. It's a 8.8, but it's the 28 spline 8.8, not the 31. So it's not the beefcake like from the Explorer, but it is a 8.8. It's just 28 spline. And I believe that's like the same one that come in some of the old Fox bodies, because that's what Hunter has. And I know he's like slaying that thing and it's still doing okay. So I'm just like, well, if he can handle it, I think he's probably like in the 700, 800 horsepower range now on that same axle stock drive shaft. So, and he was trans brake launching that thing on like 14 pounds last year. Yeah, rich equals fouled plug. Yeah, you can foul plugs. But I think what can happen also is when you're running rich is you can get fuel in the piston rings, like on the underneath in the gaps and on the second ringland, and it'll ignite in the ring gap and it'll actually crack the pistons that way if you have too much fuel in there. A lot of weirdness going on. So you can get damage both ways, like too much fuel, not enough timing. So I want to try to do something different for the giveaway. So if you guys are watching and you don't know, I did create a page on Facebook, like A21 Bravo YouTube page, and I want to try to do something a little bit goofy, a little weird, and I'll announce it in a different video. But I was thinking about doing like a meme contest in a way. So I don't know if you guys think that's stupid or if you think it's funny, but I wanted to do like, the rules would be, you have to make a meme out of one of my videos. So find a video that you liked or whatever, make a meme from that, and then post it on that Facebook page. And then I would let it go to a vote of like the top 5, and then you guys could pick a winner, and that person would get the computer. So if you guys think that's just an absolutely terrible idea, let me know. But I want to do something different than just like, hey guys, leave a comment. You know, I don't know. Try to get people involved and generate some excitement maybe for the Facebook page and get stuff on there. And I feel like I've been having issues with YouTube lately, like people not really seeing the videos. Either that or people just don't want to watch the videos, which is fine. But it doesn't really make sense to me, like with the subscriber count and how fast that's growing, where people like really are not watching the videos at all. So I wanted to create a different outlet so people can, if they're subscribed and they are on that page, then they can see the videos being posted through that page, because I don't think they're seeing them through YouTube because of, you know, conspiracy theory. How do you make a meme? I use an app on my phone. That's where I make all my thumbnails too. I think it's called Pixel Lab. It's on Android, Pixel Lab, and you can set up all the size and everything on it. Or you could use like a thumbnail maker or anything you could put words on. There's even like meme websites, like if you can go to make a meme on there. Meme generator, I think they're called. Hello. LS motors are junk, dude. I will tell you that much. Hey, Hunter, I was just talking about your big rod. Did you know that? Your big rod that you have in your back end. Your axle in your Fox body. I was talking about how you were fucking hammering that thing all year, like 14 PSI trans brake launches, and it's a stock rear end, stock drive shaft. Because someone asked me about the rear end in the Ranger, and we have the same rear end. I never used Snapchat either. I seen some shit once though, and I was like, I'm not doing that. My kids are screaming. You can hear them home. I didn't even hear them that much. They probably were, though. I probably just block them out sometimes. Yeah, 145 60-foot, guys. He has the Fox body with the 28 spline 8.8 with drum brakes, stock drive shaft, stock axles. Same one I have in the Ranger. And trans brake launch 145 60-foot with that thing, and it's still holding up. So if he's okay, then I know I'm okay. Hunter, I got your packages today too, just so you know. So thank you, homie. I'll probably do a separate video on that stuff, opening all that up. Now you jinxed Hunter's rear. I don't think I did. I think Hunter has, like, sometimes he's a smart guy and he really knows what he's doing, but I think he has some really good luck sometimes too. He's like the best luck in the world. Yeah, I think that's honestly the route I would want to go to, is just the C-clip eliminators, but those things can get kind of expensive too. So especially like for my case in the Ranger, the FX4 Rangers have the 31 spline 8.8. So I was thinking that might be cool to just swap in the 31 spline 8.8 because it's already a leaf spring set up for a Ranger. So it would swap right into mine. Well, except for your Dr. Phil B20 that you like slaughtered with boost and hammered the hell out of and ran tens with when it wasn't even supposed to do that. And then everyone drools all over it until it breaks, and then everyone's like, "Oh, you're an idiot. You shouldn't have done that." I just think it's hilarious. What I thought was impressive, I think Michael called that out on that fake Facebook post. They were cracked horizontally underneath the DevCon line. It was just like spit the whole fucking cylinder wall out. That was nuts. Yeah, honestly, guys, I think the Ranger's doing pretty good too, even with the leaf springs. I put those little like $90 set of bars on top of the axles or top of the leaf springs, and they got these little tabs on them. But you can see now that my U-bolts on my axle are actually. So I didn't know that I could do this. I can reconnect after my phone died, so I got it plugged back in. But I might try to end it, unless some people come back on, because everybody left me when the phone died. But I went on the computer in the house, and I looked at it, and it was still it was still going, like it's still running. Usually when it ends, it'll start processing, and it wasn't doing that. It was like it was still running. So I went back on the phone, plugged it back in, and sure as schnizzle, it wanted to let me reconnect. So if you guys want to keep chit-chatting, we can for a little bit. It's chilly. Well, maybe not anymore. It's warming up out here. I'm in the garage. And last year I was almost smart, kind of halfway smart, and I ran my a duct from my furnace out to the garage, so the thing is just always warm. But I had it open all day because they're working on the basement. So we got one person back on. Hello, one person. I don't know who you are. Hi. 2 people now. What do we got? Let's look at some messages. I think I lost everybody. Oh, I got a couple more. Coming back. You guys want to chit-chat, let me know. If not, I might just sign off. Because my phone died and kind of interrupted the chat that we had going. We had a good thing, and I think we lost it. I think we did. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end it here, and I'll leave the video up so you guys can see it. We'll fumble through this live stream business. We'll figure it out. I think we'll get better at it. But thank you guys for 20K. This is really awesome. It's been a very, very long time, and honestly, most of the growth was over the last year. So, and I've had this channel for almost 10 years now. So, really been trying to focus on it. So, thank you guys for everything. And I'm going to get a couple other videos going on tonight. I have the basement video I want to put up, and I want to do like an unboxing tonight and announce a giveaway and all kinds of cool stuff. So, got some things going on. So, stick around. More to come. Thanks, guys.